Every year, February 14, people exchange cards, candies, and flowers to their Valentines. Christians denomination worldwide celebrate February 14 as St. Valentine's Day. And as the days are passing, as the years are passing, as the world is evolving, people try to make this day very special. They make it exciting, romantic, and that's why this 14th of February 2024, ITV has decided to make this day a special one for everybody, particularly to its viewers. And that's why we have this special edition on this Valentine's Day, where we are going to be discussing about the day, about St. Valentine's, about the controversy that surrounds St. Valentine's, and everything that concerns the day. So I urge you to stay tuned to High TV. This program is highly interactive. You can be part of the program using the numbers you find on your screen. We are going to go for this short break and we'll come back after. You're welcome back, televiewers. If you are just tuning in, the TV you are watching is High Television, Cameroon, and the program you're watching is Valentine's Day Special on High Television. We are going to start with a brief history about St. Valentine's, about the Valentine's Day. So Valentine's Day did not come to be celebrated as a day of romance until about the 14th century. Although there were several Christian martyrs named Valentine, the day may have taken its name from a priest by the Emperor Claudius II. It is said that the priest signed a letter from your Valentine to his jailer's daughter, whom he had befriended and by some accounts healed from blindness. Other accounts holds that it was Saint Valentine of Terni, a bishop from whom the holiday was named, though it is possible the two saints were actually one person. Saint Valentine of Terni had officiated wedding from Roman soldiers in secret, going against the emperor's wishes, making him seem to some as a proponent of love. So that was just a brief history for us to know about the Valentine's Day. Some people are saying that it's a particular person. Some people are saying that there were several people called Saint Valentine. So that's why I said from the beginning that we are going to be talking about so many controversies that are surrounding this day. And you know, I'm not here alone to do this program. I have beautiful ladies with me. We are not gender biased, but we just decided that ladies should make this day special here at High Television. I will start with this beautiful damsel, Mafani Rita. You all know her, beautiful lady, the Elelag Bamu Queen. You're welcome to this program.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
All right. You're welcome. Before you say anything, are you a fan of Valentine's Day?
Yes, of course. I'm a fan. I'm not just a fan of Valentine's, I'm a fan of love.
Oh.
Yes. I'm actually a fan of love. So this day, I mean, it's one of those days that people get to show their loved ones how they love them. And some people are of the opinion that okay, it's not every day is Valentine's Day. No, this day has actually been designed to celebrate love. So yes, I'm a fan of it.
Okay, thank you. I'm glad that you are a fan of the Valentine's Day. Even some people will differ from you. In the course of the program, we've had so many contributions because people started talking earlier. We have people's opinion that we are going to be expressing or showing to you during the program. Now, I want us to look at the significance significance of this day, Mafani? I don't know. Let's look at the significance because it's something that comes every.
Love for love siblings, because across that of maybe family, like I said, maybe mother, father, siblings, and all the like. So the significance is most importantly sharing and showing people how special they are to you.
All right, thank you. Like I said, showing people how special they are to you. You can imagine that you are just sitting and you decided to light somebody's day. Somebody who has just been sitting, maybe the person is sad, maybe the person has not had anybody to say good morning to,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
you just surprise that person. And when we're talking about the significance, I want to also look at the significance of, because from the beginning we said people exchange flowers, people exchange candies, they exchange. Let's look at the significance of the gift, because somebody might be expecting iPhone Pro Max 15, a very big car, and somebody you can just give the person let me say this bonbon, and they will be very happy.
True. I think person's day.
Yeah.
You've made the person's day. Like, it used to be very, very small things, very, very small. Even the fake chain, even the fake necklace, the fake gold jewelry. It used to be at least like you know that okay, somebody has actually done something for me.
Okay, like I was saying, the significance of the gift, because I remember when we were growing, like you said, we used to give these greeting cards and a flower.
Yeah.
Yes, this greeting card. Those things are there, but they are not like trending like they used to trend before. On the 14th of February, we used to have a shop. I remember where we used to go and buy those things now. There is a shop where all is full with those cards like that, and they go and look for a beautiful one. They used to really design it, and then you put your flower there with the perfume, and you go and give it to somebody. That's very, very, it is very symbolic that you remember to give somebody.
True.
So we're
Very,
looking
very
at
symbolic.
at Valentine's Day. This person has been calling. I said we'll call during the program. I just hope that you want to participate, but I will give you time to call because we just started the program. Okay, there will be a time that we'll be receiving calls for the program for you to give us your contribution, your thoughts about the Valentine's Day. So tell you, as I said, we are going to be discussing so many things on the Valentine's Day. Like I was saying, my funny, when you used to go, you give that greeting card to somebody. It used to be very, very big.
Very, very,
Yes.
very,
You people
very
really
awesome.
eat, and then you enjoy it.
Yeah.
But now, even on social media, you see at times a person wants to go and give somebody a car. You first of all give the person maybe flour, and the person start getting angry, not knowing that there is a better gift coming behind. Even if there is no better gift, anything you have on that day, even just go out and buy this bonbon and give it to somebody, that happy Valentine's Day. It just put a smile on that person's face.
And to make them understand that you are in their minds and you think about them. So I think talking about gifts and talking about what to give on Valentine's Day and what has been there for the longest time, I think one of them is roses.
Yes.
Roses. And now the red rose and the white rose, they symbolize they have different meanings for different, they have different meanings. That what the white rose mean is actually different from that of the white rose. So we're going to talk about, I think we're going to talk about, did you know, on the white rose and the red rose. Now somebody you might want to give somebody flower today, and maybe it's a rose flower, and you're like, okay, so maybe you can't find red rose in the market, or you can't find it around the mall or anything, and you'll be like, okay, so how, if I get white rose, what does it mean? Is it going to be appreciated, and why would this person feel like I'm giving them a white rose? So we're going to talk about the white rose. Now, what does the white rose signify? The white rose represents innocence, it represents purity, and it is traditionally associated with marriages. It's most especially for when we talk of innocence, like purity. If you, I'll say for Christians, I'll put it that way, for Christians, those who want to actually practice, I should say, abstinence, and also want to be pure till they get married, or they are already married, they often at times they give their partners white roses, like for purity. Let us continue to be pure in whatever we do. And the white rose is also a symbol of honor and relevance. Honor and relevance, like, this person, you mean a lot to me, I honor you. It's not, the red rose is more of ecstasy, it's more of I should say explicit, but that of the white rose is different. And the white rose is arranged and is often used as an expression of remembrance. I think this is one of the roses that if you have maybe a loved one who has passed on, you notice that mostly if you can visit, you can actually pay homage to this person, pay homage to maybe their grave side or something with a white rose, because its relevance is different. Like I said, it's remembrance, purity, and also honoring that person. And still talking about the white rose, what does the white rose still signify? The white rose still represents perfection, balance, and harmony. When I'm still mentioning the things that have to do with marriage, harmony. It also has it's also portrayed emotions of innocence, purity, and also reflects kindness and innocence in some instances. Continue. It also show the sentiment that that it will be romantic or happiness in a white and red rose arrangement. Now the white rose reflects the rule of creation throughout life, the rule of creation, the rule of purity, and all the like. And it's also pull any unbalanced energy into perfect harmony and setback to universal consciousness. Now if you are having maybe a grudge with someone, or probably this person actually wronged you in one way or the other, the best way you can do, or how to approach this person, you can give them a white rose, like telling them, let's put everything behind us, let us be pure once more, let us get to that point where probably I didn't know something bad about you, or let's just forget about everything. You can actually give them a white rose. Now today we might not be finding more of the white rose around. We'll be finding more of the red because this generation of ours is full of ecstasy. This generation of ours is hot. I should call the generation hot. So we'll be finding more of red rose. And talking about red rose, what does red rose stands for? Now they say red roses are one of the most universal symbols of love throughout the world. They say I love you in every language. In fact, you don't even have to give somebody a red rose if you don't love the person. Like if you're friends with them, or if you're, let's say you guys are business partners, like why would you just walk up to me and give me a red rose? For what? But if you're giving someone a red rose, it means that you are indirectly telling the person that I love you. You don't need to open your mouth and say I love you. It's already says it. It's a symbol. In fact, the red rose alone is a sentence on its own. I love you. That's the sentence. So giving someone a red rose already tells the person that I love you. Unlike a white rose, which can mean, okay, I forgive you for this thing. I know that probably I wronged you, so let's forget about it. Or it's our anniversary. Maybe for married people, it's our anniversary. Let us go back to how innocent we used to be, how pure, and all of that. But for red rose, it tells you straight to the point. I love you. That is it. And also, red rose are traditionally symbols for love and romance. Like I said, it's ecstasy, love and romance, and also again a time-honored way to say I love you. Still goes back to it, romance. Red rose are in fact, they are more vocal than white rose. It speaks a lot. It speaks volume when it comes to love and romance. Red rose also has long symbolized beauty and perfection. A bouquet of red rose is the perfect way to express your deep feelings for someone special. So that special person, yes, we say that don't give people flowers. These days we hear that if you give somebody flower, the person will just ask you, am I from the agricultural department? Like, do I work with the Ministry of Agriculture? Because it has actually got to that point where people don't really pay attention to flowers. They don't really pay attention to let me say the little things. Somebody was saying this morning that, okay, let me just give me, if it's masipo, if it's this masipo that has flowers, let me just hold the masipo and know that, okay, I am in love once more, or somebody actually thinks about me. And talking about red roses, like I said, a bouquet of red roses simply tells somebody and makes that person to understand how special they are to you. And also, did you know that the number of roses you give to someone actually has a meaning? Yeah.
Wow.
The number of roses you give to someone has a meaning. So if you're giving not just randomly, each rose has a meaning. So talking about that, one rose on a first date, it means love at first sight. Probably yeah, one rose on the first day. You just walk up to somebody and just give them one rose. Okay, so I saw you from a distance and I liked you, and I like you, or I got attracted to you. Have this. So one rose from a distance mean one rose on the first sight means love at first sight, like one rose. And then you continue. The three roses is a traditional 1 month anniversary. So probably you guys have been dating, or probably you've been married for maybe 3 months, and you just walk up to your husband, walk up to your wife and like, honey, okay, it's our anniversary, let us celebrate it, just with 3 roses. Love is simple. And they say love has not gone is the time when love was like very, very simple. I love you now can be one fridge, deep freezer. It can be one deep freezer. Okay, 9 roses means we will be together forever. Did you know about
9?
that? Yeah.
No, I didn't know. I didn't even know that.
I'm sure you didn't also know.
I didn't know.
9 roses mean that we can be together forever.
Ever.
Yeah. So the number of roses you give to someone, each has a meaning. So don't just go pack up the roses, like because you could get a bouquet of it, you just go and pack 50. The words that you put into those roses, you can't tell, because each has a meaning. Like I said, 9 roses means we'll be together forever. 12 roses mean be mine. 12 roses means be mine. So if you're giving someone roses today, please count the roses and make sure you know exactly what you are saying. Know exactly what you mean. Not just pack up the roses. You know that, okay, if I'm giving someone maybe 1 rose, it means I loved you from the first sight. If I'm giving someone 3 roses, it means that it's a 1 month anniversary, you're celebrating an anniversary. If you're giving someone 9 roses and you're not willing to be with that person forever, don't give them.
Don't raise their hopes.
Don't raise their hopes. So if you're giving someone 9 roses today, just know that you are ready to be with that person forever. So please check the roses. Check the roses that you're going to receive today. And also 12 roses means be mine.
Be mine, okay.
Be mine. So if you're telling someone, you're giving someone 12 roses, are you ready to be that person's? Like, are you ready? Be mine, I'll be yours. Are you ready to do that? Like, walk that path, go down that line. So each rose means something. Each rose means that, okay, this is what we are actually, this is what we mean, and this is how we want it to go. So before you give someone rose today, make sure you count the roses and please check what it means.
Mafuni, I want to ask you, you've talked about the white roses, you talk about the red roses. Is it in our culture? Yeah, in Cameroon, is it in our culture to give those things?
It's not I cannot really say it's in our culture per, let me say, percentage, but what I know is that there are people who give who practice the whole Valentine's love thing, and roses cannot be missing from it. There are 2 things that cannot be missing from a Valentine's maybe gifts package, and I know that one of it is roses, 2 is chocolate. You should not miss one
I
of
love
it.
that one, the chocolate.
You should not miss one of it. At least if you're not giving someone roses, give the person chocolate. Depending, if you want to be all lovey-dovey, just know that, okay, one of these things must not be missing from it must not be missing from the love package. And I think we have the last one,
okay,
which is 24 roses.
Wow.
And guess what?
24 roses.
24 roses.
What does that one say?
It means I'm yours.
Wait, I'll be yours forever.
I'll be yours forever.
Be mine.
Be mine.
I'm yours.
I'm yours. And then
15
roses means I'm sorry. Yeah, 15 roses means I'm sorry. So you want to apologize to that love partner of yours, you want to apologize to your husband or your wife, so you can count the roses, or may not go past. It should not be 3. It should not be 2. It should not be 1. It should be 15.
If you want to say I'm sorry,
yeah, you tell them I'm sorry for hurting you, I'm sorry for doing this. So 15 roses is telling them I'm sorry, and 24 means I'm yours. So don't go and give somebody's daughter or somebody's daughter to 24 roses when you're not ready to be theirs. It's not really going to be funny.
Thank you very much for enlightening us about the roses, the meaning, their significance, and that 1 means this, 2 means that, a lot. people who are watching out there, thank God it's still early. The day is still very early. So if you are still planning to go and give somebody, a neighbor, a friend, your father, your mother, those roses, you know the number of roses that you are supposed to give and for which purpose. Thank you so very much for that. That brings me to the origin of Valentine's. We are talking about the Saint Valentine.
Okay.
You heard when I read during the introduction, the history, that people think that Saint Valentine is not just one. There were two Valentines that were killed on the 14th of February. And one, it said that one was in jail and fell in love. I'm sorry for my voice. And fell in love with the jailer's daughter.
Okay.
And so before he was there and he was blind, he sent a letter to the jailer's daughter, and it was captioned, "My Valentine." So that is from there that this day originated. Another legend or thought to have is that it was a bishop who was how do you call it, Catholic. They celebrate blessing people's wedding. These were people who were going to war, army soldiers who were going to for war. So he blessed their wedding secretly, because they were not allowed to get married. Why? Because they know that if they get married, the emperor knew that if they got married, they will be distracted by their wives and everything. So they were not allowed to get married. So they used to just go and fight, and when they have the urge like to sex, they just get anybody. So for him now to stop sin, for him now to stop this immorality, he now went behind and started getting these people together and blessing their marriage, so that even if they have this sex, it should be legal, it should be something that is holy, that is not sin. So those are the two controversial stories that I got from it. From all of this, we know that this day is supposed to be a holy day, true of us.
No, it's true. Supposed, of course, we cannot miss the holy side of it. That's why some people don't actually celebrate it, because they feel like it has actually been turned upside down. They feel like it's been misunderstood, so they don't really want to partake in that. And some are even of the opinion, strong opinion, I must say, some of the opinion that it is not spiritual. Some of the opinion that it's evil, like it's an evil practice, because now it's all, I should say, sin. Like it's all okay. We do this, and today happens to be Ash Wednesday.
Of course.
Yeah, today happens to be Ash Wednesday as well. So some of them, okay, which one are you going to go for? Are you going to be the Christian that you are, or you be Christian in the morning and you go and remove the ash in the evening? Which one are you going to be? So you talking about
the God is very. You cannot compare intelligence with that of God.
True. We cannot. So talking about that, there's actually a dark side. There's actually a dark side of Saint Valentine's Day. Yeah, there's actually a dark side of it that a lot of people don't know about. Yes. So talking about that, from February 13 to 15, the Romans celebrated the feast of Lupercalia. That is what they celebrated. And now men sacrificed a goat or a dog. Yes, then they whipped women with the hides of the animal they had just slain. Now, just to continue, the Roman Catholics were drunk at the time and they were naked. So it all led to religious studies. It all led to sin at the moment. There was a lot of sin that was going on at the time. When we talk of men being drunk and women being naked, what possibly can we think about? So they believe that this would make them a little bit like they could use this maybe the day to even do more, because it was almost like a normal thing. So they believe that they could even do more. So now young women would line up for the men to hit them. Now Lenski said they believe this would make them fertile. When they line up for the men, when the young women line up for the men to win them, they had a belief that this particular practice is going to make them fertile. Like, who believes such a thing, like being whipped?
You never can tell.
Will make you fertile. So now the brutality of these included matchmaking lottery, in which young men drew the names of women from a jar. Like, they could actually go to a jar and just pick up a name. Okay, you are my partner. like, okay, you're my Valentine. Maybe like it's just like a raffle draw, or probably let's say like how they do it in January. Okay, go and pick your own name.
Okay,
Something
okay,
like that.
okay,
Yes,
yeah,
a
I get
raffle
it.
draw. So okay, you go there, you pick a name. Okay, so you're my partner, and the couple would then be, and they would then be coupled up during this festival. And if match was right, the ancient Romans will also be responsible for the modern name of love, was responsible for the month. Now on 14 February, fast forward to 14 February of different years, and in the 3rd century, the 13th century, they honored the Catholic Church with celebration of Saint Valentine's Day. I'm talking about this Saint Valentine's Day around the same time Normans celebrated the Galantines Day. The Galantine meant that lover of women. So we're talking of Saint Valentine, and then we have the lover of women, as in there was the Galantines Day, which was meant as in lover of women. Now that was likely confused with Saint Valentine's Day. There's some sort of a mix up there. So at some point in parts, because they decided to have this day as a celebration for not just lovers, but women in particular. So this act of whipping women was the dark side of it. Women believe that okay, if they get whipped, they are going to be fertile,
and they were naked, and the men were drunk,
and the men were drunk. So there's this dark side of it that some people don't really want to celebrate it because of that notion that they have at the back of their mind. They just feel like when they hear about Valentine's Day, something bad is going to happen. Probably you go out, maybe clubbing, and then you get drunk, and then something will happen. That's some even go as far as say, okay, unwanted pregnancies and all the like because of this. So
I think we are still experiencing the dark side of St. Valentine's Day.
Yeah, we are.
In this our present generation, yes, we are still experiencing it, because we'll go into details in the course of the program. And we have here our lady, the morning show, Elelagbamu Queen. She's really educating us. You are really a master. How should I even call you? A love teacher?
I'm not really. I'm just I'm just giving the little from research though.
And from research, right?
Yes. Research. I should say more of research, but like I said, I'm a fan of love. So anybody that is a fan of love will definitely know things that has to do with love. I mean,
and televiewers, just to let you know that in the course of the program, we are going to be joined by other beautiful ladies that will come on board to talk about this Valentine's special year at High Television. And like I said earlier, the program is highly interactive. You can be part of the program using the numbers you find on your screen. I have so many contributions here, but I would prefer us to first of all go into the machines, okay? Because we got also people's opinion. They also talk to us about their how they feel about this day, how they think that this day should be celebrated, what they are expecting about this day. Like Mafani said, there are people who are for the day. There are people too who don't really like celebrating this day because they think that it's evil. We just mentioned about the dark side of the day. So it's right time for us to go into our machines and get opinion from other people out there, what they think about the Valentine's Day.
You always stay in my mind. I cherish you with my life. Don't worry yourself, everything got in alright. And if anybody try you, know it's gonna be on sight. See my shoulder, make you rest up on me. You know I got you. But sometimes I realize that nobody's in you like my love.
Birthday is the day lovers come together and enjoy the day. It's just a normal day in fact, but there's something added to this day. In fact, I don't really know it because I'm not part of that group of fact. Yes.
Yeah.
To receive a birthday, I'm not sure to receive one today. But I've received once like in secondary school. I've received it from my mother, yes. But that secondary school one was since, yes, but still I've not received birthday. Like the one I was surprised, really surprised was that one for secondary school. But it was still small. It was for secondary school. She really surprised me with a gift. Like even though it was just a small bonbon, yes, but I was really surprised. Birthday, I wish to say happy birthday to my mother first, then to my elder sister, junior sister, and my junior brother, and my dad also. Yes.
For me, birthday, it's a normal day. And I think it's just between lovers, like not just lovers, everybody, like those that you feel love for, family members, friends, for everybody.
Okay.
I do not think.
Okay.
Yeah, I've received once and